Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-April 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Libra collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we have for you this week. Talk to me, my gods. What do we got for these Libras here, please? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's go. Let's get it going here for Libra, please. One card, my gods. Let's see what's going on for my friends. And the deck is being specific already. Usually that first card pops out. And we are starting this reading off with some Queen of Swords energy. Okay, which is not a bad thing for a Libra reading. Very stern, shrewd, upfront type of vibes. You could be stepping into your power, so to speak, in this time. Doesn't matter if you're male or female or anything in between. Before we really start peeling that back, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look here at our lovely Queen of Swords. Now, yes, this Oracle deck is not a tarot deck, but she just gives me that vibe. Look at her. She is honest, straightforward, to the point, shrewd, so to speak. Like, there is no fooling this individual. She's a little serious as well. So maybe some of you are a little serious in your ways, or you're taking something very seriously. We'll see if this energy shows up more throughout the reading. But the Queen of Swords in an air sign reading is always a positive. So you might be stepping into your power in some sort of way. Also, I do have to note this with the Queen of Swords energy. It could represent the need for planning and strategy. So if you're going through tough times, a lot of ups and downs, Spirit might be wanting you to like possibly make a plan of attack or a plan moving forward here. So we're just going to place her down over here. Queen of Swords in an air sign reading is very good, but it's just a little shrewd, right? Let's get into tarot. I always say that first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. But yeah, I'm going to get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing. Let's shuffle it up for Libra here. Talk to me, my gods. What do we got for my friends? So, last week's reading was a little different. It was titled A Big Mistake. And I'm not saying that every Libra was about to make a big mistake, but there was the energy in 2 of the 3 lines of cards of mishaps, miscalculations, like just something going a little off the rails. So if there have been a few mishaps recently, hopefully they haven't been too rough on you. But you know how energy goes. Nothing's ever set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, right? Because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's. Let's get you these 3 cards. Let's keep it optimistic. What do we got for Libra this week, my guys? Talk to me. First 3, please. Thank you. Okay, so we're starting with 10 of Swords, which isn't the best card to start with, but we'll talk about. This could be a little bit of pain for someone you're connected to being in a little bit of pain. Let's keep moving. We're still very early on. The dynamic could change. This could be something that's already happened or is in the past. Okay, we got the 2 of Swords in position number 2. We got a little mystery happening here. This is not surprising when we have 10 of Swords energy. Let's keep going, though. Let's keep moving throughout this reading. A little dark to start, Libra. So maybe that little seriousness that we were talking about is reigning true here. All right. So here's the King of Swords energy. So very similar to the Queen of Swords, all sword energy, which in a Libra reading, I would not say is technically a bad thing. You are very good at handling sword and air energy because that's your element. But we're definitely going to have to like break this all down. Oh yeah, you do have a bonus as well. High Priestess right here on the back end, another little bit of a mysterious vibe. She came out with that King of Swords. So let's go through. I'll give you a quick overview of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get that juicy intuitive stuff. Now, at first glance, looking at this spread, like I said, elementally, we're looking at a ton of air. So in tarot, air represents the realm of thought, mind, and communication. All swords here. Now, we do have this little bit of water with this High Priestess on the back end, but there could just be a lot swirling around in the mind and the brain. But let's go through. I'll give you the meanings before we get into the other stuff. In position number 1, the 10 of Swords. I'm not going to say this is the most feared card in tarot, because we should never fear any card, right? This is just the possible energy. It's not a definite, but the Ten of Swords does represent pain, hurt, rough and tough endings. This could be a warning from spirit, like, hey, keep your head on a swivel, watch out for this. Now, it can be past pain, Ten of Swords, a rock bottom that you've already been through, or someone in your life that is going through this pain. It's also an energy of loss. So we're really going to want to clarify this and see what it's about, whether it's something that has been healed or not. And I am seeing a little bit of an energetic progression throughout this spread, my friends, because we have the Ten of Swords starting us off. So we're starting with an ending, but progressing as we move through. In the center, we have the Two of Swords. Now, it's interesting how this lays out, because the Two of Swords could represent confusion, indecisiveness. Do I go left? Do I go right? Which way do I go? And with the way these cards are laid out, it's like, all right, I could either go this way or I could go that way. Something could turn out really, really good, or it could have the opposite effect. So maybe some of you are at a decision point or at a fork in the road in life for whatever reason. But the Two of Swords, to me, is one of the biggest cards of mystery, the unexpected, the hidden. So maybe we'll see some sort of energetic turnaround possibly, or there's just an aspect of something you don't quite see just yet. Could it be linked into the Ten of Swords? Sure. Could it be linked into the King of Swords? Absolutely. We're just going to have to take it step by step here. Okay? Because just as if this reading came out all positive cards on the top, I wouldn't be saying like, all right, yeah, that's it. Let's wrap it up, because we still have more than half a reading to go. Now, as we press to the back end, we have the King of Swords. Very similar themes and energies to the Queen of Swords Oracle card that we had in the beginning. Now, since this is a Libra reading, when we clarify this, it could represent a way you might be feeling, something that could be coming towards you. This is a determined energy, which is good, especially if we're dealing with challenges and difficult situations and issues. But the King of Swords, once again, serious, no nonsense. And there is a little sternness throughout all of this spread. Analytical and plan-based as well. So all the things I was saying about the Queen, this is like the male form of that, or the divine masculine, rather. Now, kings represent, well, queens represent the internal, kings represent control of their respective suits. So remember what I was saying about swords. They're the mind and also communication. So you might be biting your tongue about something possibly, or watching what you say, how you present something. You might be very cognizant of things like that. But let's just put this king right here. And we have the bonus on the back end, the High Priestess, the matron of psychics, intuitives, tarot readers. It could represent information, but once again, this High Priestess is huge when it comes to mystery, the hidden, okay? Now, it could be a Pisces when this card shows up. It could represent another water sign, but she's a huge card of intuition and following your gut. So your intuition could be trying to guide you in a very specific way. And I wouldn't say that's a bad thing when we're looking at possible challenges and difficulties. Let's dive deeper on all of it, Libra. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, we're going to get a good shuffle here. What's going on with Libra, please? My guides and spirit team. Yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Ten of Swords. And as always, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Libra, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Ten of Swords time. What is this Ten of Swords here? Thank you. Okay. King of Wands. A little fire-air combination right here in the front. Someone possibly like losing their head a little bit, or just, it does feel a little explosive here, and it could be in regards to an ending. Now, when I see the King of Wands, remember, kings represent control. Maybe there are certain situations that are just a little bit too much out of your control, right? Good, bad, or indifferent, there might be certain things happening in your life or around you that's like, all right, if I could, I would, or if I could do this, I would do that, but there might be certain things happening that are just out of your hands or out of your control, whether that's good, bad, or indifferent. But when I see the King of Wands, that fiery, entrepreneurial, somebody like really burning up from within with this air, like this could be an explosive ending of some sort, okay? Take from that what you will, whether it's something that you've recently gone through. Not all endings are bad endings, but when we get this King of Wands under the Ten of Swords, yeah, this could be something that comes up very quickly out of nowhere as well, like something that just ends. So we're going to see how the rest of it plays out. We're not going to harp on it. Of course, this could be a warning here, especially if you're having difficulties with a fire sign. But let's see what's up with that Two of Swords. We're going to keep moving, keep pushing. Because some of you could just be having issues with a fire sign. That could be it. But there is pain here. Maybe it's someone you're linked to that is in pain. But let's go in on that Two of Swords. See what this mystery could be about. Thank you. Two of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, things will get better. Okay. Things might get better unexpectedly as well, or surprisingly. Like this could be a surprising improvement or something turning out way better than you thought. Maybe the initial like situation or the initial things that you were going through, like the forecast looked really rough, really grim. Notice we have the repeating twos, so we have a lot of repeating cards this week. We got the repeating kings, we got the repeating twos. So there are number sign synchronicities and omens from spirit showing up in this week's spread. But the Two of Pentacles is a card of harmony, so I love that. So it is making the right choice, making the right decision. Even if something does feel really rough right now, this might be a blessing in disguise. So I do feel like this could be a surprising improvement or a surprising change for the better. Like even if there's this volatility, this explosiveness, this energy of an ending in the beginning, this Two of Pentacles says there will be harmony, there will be balance. This needed to happen for a reason, okay? So we really want to see how the rest of this reading plays out, but I like that Two of Pentacles right there. Could be good for money as well, but something could go way better than you think it will. Like even if you're in the depths right now, if you're going through these things, this is a good sign. Let's see what's up with that King of Swords. Maybe we'll get a happy ending here. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is that King of Swords here? Thank you. Three of Pentacles. Good. This is good. So we're getting a lot of stability now, and I'm going to mention something about the way the elements are playing in this week's reading, Libra. If you look here, remember I said in the very beginning we had the fire-air combination where there was a bit of volatility, this explosiveness, maybe something out of your hands. Now, as we continue clarifying along the bottom, we have this earth energy grounding it down. Now, the Three of Pentacles could be a card of work, the workplace, the workspace. Some of you might be really focused on your work, on your pentacles, all about the money, or Spirit could be asking you to do so. But when I see the Three of Pentacles underneath the King of Swords, this is a very, very good sign to me. If you need help, ask for it in this time. If you need assistance, don't be afraid to ask for it. If you're going through a sticky situation, a rough situation, a difficult one, because we could be seeing that here in the beginning, don't be afraid or don't be too sheepish to ask for reinforcements with the Three of Pentacles, because this is a card of teamwork, assistance, and help. So you might have more help at your fingertips than you really know. That's one thing I'll say. But this is things getting better. I'm still getting that vibe. Okay, because it's like, yeah, there's a lot of volatility right here up front. Wait, no, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's actually a little more harmonious. It's going better. And then right here on the back end, it's like that beautiful energy of things starting to improve. So we're getting this change and improvement. Let's go through and do a quick recap here, because there's a lot happening, whether you're going through work situations, work volatility, or what have you. Position number one, we have the Ten of Swords with the King of Wands in the upright. So whether it's something you've recently gone through or something that's coming down the pipeline, you might be having issues with a fire sign. If not, the fire-air combination says there could be some sort of like sudden or explosive ending, or there could be a situation or an issue that is going on around you where you might not have a lot of control in it. Like, all right, yeah, that really sucks, but there's nothing I could do about that. So difficult or rough situation. But in the center, we have the Two of Swords with the Two of Pentacles in the upright. So yeah, all right, that might suck. That might be rough, a rough energy to deal with. But for some reason, we have some harmony coming in, surprisingly, unexpectedly. So we're looking at improvements and things going better than we think. So that's good, especially with what we have here up front. Now, moving to the very back end, we have the King of Swords, a card that could represent you with the Three of Pentacles. All this assistance and working good as a unit. So I really like this. This energy calms down as it moves forward, which is better than it ramping up and up and up and getting worse. So I do feel if you've recently been through a lot of rough things, a lot of ups and downs, you can expect this energy to start to mellow out. If you need help, if you need assistance, don't be afraid to ask for it in this time. But with this Three of Pentacles, you have more help at your fingertips than you know. Okay, especially if you're going through a rough time. Maybe you'll be called on to help somebody else. Remember, these could be other people's energies. So Somebody might need your help. But yeah, please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you one shadow card. Interesting reading. And I do feel like this is split 50-50. Like for a lot of Libras, it could be something you're going through, but for a lot of you, it could be someone else that might need your help or advice. But let's get you one shadow card here. What's in the shadows for Libra, please? Just to put a nice bow on this reading for you. There we go. So we do have the Empress showing up here in the shadows, this beautiful mother figure type of energy, usually that of blessings. But when I see the Empress in the shadows, remember, we're looking at the darker side of it. Now, for a portion of you, this could be issues with the mother figure when we have the Empress. And this is another card that could represent you or Taurus because of the Venus type of energy. So we did have lots of cards that could represent the self. Remember the very beginning, Queen of Swords, now the Empress in the shadows. So whether it's issues surrounding self-confidence, self-perception, these are things that Spirit might want you to highlight in this time, like how you feel about yourself or how you treat yourself. Are you kind to yourself? Another portion of you, you might just be dealing with somebody that's a bit stubborn. Because the Empress, although beautiful goddess, overflowing abundance type of energy, could also be immovable, not changeable. So there could be certain things that are very difficult to switch in this time. But yeah, Libra, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the March subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab at the end of the Fire Air readings this weekend. But for April, I'll be running it back and giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. It's a brand new deck and it's a lot of fun to work with. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which ones spoke to you most. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of April, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. And I'll see you next time.